Many people say I've learned a language for years, but I still feel it unnatural. So today we want to talk about why learning a language often feels so uncomfortable. Did learning a new language ever feel unnatural or uncomfortable to you?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you learn a new language, it's always difficult at the beginning because you start to learn like a lot of new ways to communicate, and when you start, you just feel like a baby because you just know some words.
Okay, so many learners feel stressed when they speak a new language. Do you think this stress comes from the language itself or from the way the language is learned?
I think that's both of them. Actually, I would say a lot of people want to communicate in a perfect way. That's why people can't really express themselves. They are too afraid to make it like a little mistakes.
Actually, I've noticed the difference from the way we learn a language. It's like when we learn our first language, the mother tongue, we rarely feel like stressed. It's just like something happened naturally, right? But when we start learning some other languages, especially at school, that's where the stress comes from. Why do you think many learners could know a lot, like the vocabulary or grammar rules, but still hesitate to speak in real situations?
Yeah, that's the thing, because like when you communicate with someone, it's like a different situation. Most of the time when you learn like vocabulary or grammar, it's more like it's like you're learning to pass an exam or something. It's more about knowledge. But when you talk with someone, it's more about communication. I think that's the main difference. And in communication, you don't need to be perfect about what you say. The most important thing at that time is not about do you use the perfect word, is how you make yourself understood.
When you learned English or Chinese, did it feel more like using a language or performing a language?
Okay, I think to answer directly, maybe more using than performing. Yeah. I think language is all about communication. Like you need something, so you need to express it. So how to express that?
When you learned a new language, like English or Chinese, so did you start using it from day one, or after like years of study, when you feel I have know a lot, then you started to use it? Well,
that's a good question. That's a good question. I think it was different for me for English and Chinese. For English, because I learned it at school, maybe for many years, maybe 8 years before really using it, like in my life. Like I get more confident by using it a lot. So the more you use it, the more you feel confident. That's a good question, because I think for Chinese it was different. It's good because for Chinese I started from scratch. So I started to use Chinese when I could just say like few sentences. So the feeling was totally different.
You just know some basic words, but you use it all the time, every day. So it means actually maybe when we learn new language, we don't have to accumulate the knowledge for many years before we actually use it. Using can be even the first word or the and that way it's more like from learning to usage directly, right?
More in a practical way. So you can have both way, actually. It depends.
That just touches the topic I've been studying or mentioned for a long time. It's like the entry model about language. Like your Chinese or Thai, you just maybe you don't understand everything, but you just you don't even wait to be clear, right? You just use it, and when maybe not everything is clear, but when we can only understand the little parts, and we just start to try and to use. But the other ways, like this formal learning in the school, we start by some structure like vocabulary lists or grammar rules. But in that way, I feel maybe we learned more, but actually we could feel less confident when using it.
Yeah, you have too much knowledge, but how to use it?
This difference just make me think about maybe the way of entering a language will affect how we can finally use the language. So, do you think you learn a language in a way that is different with other learners? Do you think you have some unique approach or ways for learning language?
I don't think so. I think I have more like a practical approach, like just-in-time learning. Like you learn something when you will use it. Like not just learning for learning, but learning to apply it into something. It can apply to everything actually, not just language. But with language, that's when you need to express yourself about something, you just learn it and use it just after learning it. Yeah, that's the best way actually also to remember it.
Okay. So I think you rarely learn a language for exam, right?
For me, yeah.
Right.
More for practical, speaking with people.
English or Chinese or Thai or anything. It's not for exam.
No.